just remember, safety first. It's our guarantee. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to the channel, you've just found me in the nacho cheese universe of YouTube. Well, thanks a lot for checking out my content today. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And of course, if you did enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button. Join in the fun. It's free to subscribe, doesn't cost you anything. Turn on that notification bell and you'll be getting Moxman coming at you 7 days a week with new uploads, including the top 10 videos on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. One for non-reserve list and of course one for reserve list. Let's get on to this. So, we all love our magic cards and no one likes getting a proxy, a fake brought to them. I mean, nobody likes getting ripped off, right? We can all agree with that. We want the real deal when we buy a real card. So when you use third-party places, you know, when you're buying on eBay, TCG Player, Card Market, Card Kingdom, wherever you happen to get your cards, you want to make sure it's real. Well, eBay, they're going to be there for you. They are going to protect you. They now have the card guarantee. So let's take a look at this and let's dissect the information. No, I'm not laughing yet, but don't worry, we're going to get there. I'm sure I'll be chuckling by the end of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this first slide here, all right? That's going to be, boom, no fakes, no fraud, no doubt. Not the music group, okay? Now it says here, we're now authenticating high-value cards. Now it says there, I put some arrows in case you missed it, professional authenticators. No cost to you. And then, of course, the authenticity guarantee. They put a cool little Pikachu on there. They make you look all professional there. You got a cool retro cards there. I mean, let's face it. So you can see eBay has done everything correctly on that first page. They're letting you know what service they're offering, what they're going to do for you to make it happen, and they made it free. They say, hey, there's no cost to you. This is a guarantee. We have professional authenticators who are going to do this for you. Now, the funny thing is, I've never actually met a professional authenticator. As a person who has handled tens of thousands of cards myself, you really have to have a knack for it. You got to feel, you got to touch, you have to have comparables. There's a lot going on if you want to be a real authenticator and get some, get some grime on your nose and say, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I hope they've chosen the right people for the job. Maybe they headhunted some people from some of the other companies like BGS, PSA, ORQ, QW15692 with a Pizza Nova pizza. I don't know. There's so many little companies out there now trying to stay alive doing this stuff. It just blows my mind. They're not all going to make it, put it that way. But eBay's decided to join this crew. And they want to guarantee it to you. Guaranteed. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next section here. Now it says here professional authenticators. Again, no cost to you. And then the authenticity guarantee. You notice I'm saying authenticator and authenticity and professional a lot in this little bit of the video. You notice that? Yeah, very interesting wording. Your card is authenticated by third-party professional authenticators. Authentication is now available for upgraded cards, $750 plus. With the exception of patch and autographed cards. Check out our frequently asked questions for the full list of requirements. And it is quite lengthy, but it is a fun read. Go ahead and take a look at that at the end of the video. You will enjoy it. No cost to you. eBay covers all the costs associated with the authentication process for a limited time. For a limited time. It's like getting a 2-for-1 deal at like a Big Mac at McDonald's. Buy one, get one free for a limited time. You get to join our bank for free. We are going to give you a free iPad for a limited time. And then we're going to take it back in banking fees, service charges, transaction fees. They're getting their pound of flesh. eBay will get their pound of flesh as well. Do not doubt. When you see wording like this, it is not in your benefit. Only if you use it once and never use it again. And then do you really trust them to do it if it's your first time doing it? I don't know about that. But that last part, this part right here, where it says authenticity guarantee, we take fraud and counterfeits seriously. Have peace of mind knowing that your cards are genuine. I believe that to be true. Okay? I know eBay hates dealing with fakes, proxies, people being ripped off, getting complaints, them having to reimburse people for the money. I know this is how it works. I've seen it happen myself. I've had friends who've gone through it when people have tried to rip them off and give them back a proxy card. Like, oh, I kept your real card. Here's a proxy back and you've got to argue it. I understand that. Okay, eBay hates dealing with that because it's very hard to decide who's right and who's wrong. They've got to look at your feedback, how long you've been on eBay, what are your chances of lying. They're taking guesses. They're taking pot shots based on what they know about you and how long you've been around. Keep that in mind, okay? But I do know that they probably want that to happen. They hate dealing with that side of any of these type of complaints. Fakes and proxies, they hate it. They always pull these things down when they find it when people complain. That one I believe to be true. Now the next one here, you see this one, how it works. Number 1, look for cards with the blue authenticity guarantee check mark and make your purchase. So you gotta look for the little blue dot to say this is the way it works. This card's been checked by us. This card is real. You can trust us. We've made sure. Your seller ships your card to the authentication facility. Okay, so the seller's got to sell the card. He's got to sell it to you. Then I got to ship it to some authentication place that's going to check that card out. And it says your card is verified and authenticated through a multi-point inspection process and receives a tamper-proof sticker and a QR code confirming the authentication. So they've checked the card. The professional authenticator ships the cards directly to you via secure and discreet tracked shipping. All cards at the time have, okay, so they require a signature. Okay, so they're going to check your card out. They're going to make sure your card is real. This is the card. You got no problems. Okay, so I'm with you on that. That sounds like it's a good process. It sounds safe, secure, professional authenticators. Trust, guarantees, promises. I like this part. It gets kind of funny. Returns, what you need to know. Before you make your purchase, check the seller's return policy. If the seller doesn't accept returns, the purchase is considered final sale. If the seller has a return window, you must open the return within that window. In the unlikely event that your card is damaged in transit, you can still open a return request within the seller's window and get a refund or within 3 days of the item's sale. I don't know about you guys, items aren't getting to me in 3 days. It just doesn't seem to happen. That's too bad for me, but that's the way it is. I don't know how you guys get it, but I don't get it in 3 days. And let's face it, this means I can still return things. So why do you need a guarantee of an item being real if I can still return it? Oh, that's right. I forgot this helps eBay out. This doesn't really help me that much because I can return a proxy anyway. I can return a fake or bogus card back to the seller and still get a refund. But this way, eBay says, hey, you're helping me out, man. You went through my authentication process. It was real. I didn't have to worry. And if it is fake for some reason, if my authenticators get it wrong, well, then we'll give you a refund, which you would have given me anyway. Very interesting stuff. I'm not sure where eBay's getting a little topsy-turvy there, a little twisty-woo. All right, now, authentic without a doubt. Get what you ordered. Upon receiving your item, the professional authenticators first check that it matches the listing description. So if it's a near mint, is it regular, is it slight played, heavily played, I get you. Multi-point inspection. Our professional authenticators, numerous inspection points, including corners, edges, condition, and surface. This process doesn't involve grading. You're right, you're not going to slab it, we're just going to check it. So it's going to get a cursory glance for like 2 minutes or less before they shove the card down and put it in the little baggie. Seal the deal. Once it's verified as authentic, each card receives a tamper-proof sticker and a QR code, sealing the protective packaging over the card, adding an extra layer of protection. That's right, that little sticker is an extra layer of protection. Scan the code on the mobile device to learn more about, okay, I don't need QR codes or tamper-proof stickers. That is not one of the things that's going to make me feel good. And eBay is really smart with how they're doing this. They're using all the right words. Authentication guaranteed. Professional authenticators. Free service. Guaranteed promise. These are things that make you want to hug yourself and you feel so warm because their marketing team has done such a good job making you think it. You're like, yeah, this is awesome. I feel safe. Except for most people can see through these things nowadays. It's just a way to open a market for them to get some of that cash going their way. They've recognized another revenue tool they can use to make more money for their company. The same as they took they own PayPal, but the fact that they branched off PayPal and used their own internal service to make the money, and PayPal's established, so they make double the money. Then they started doing what they're doing now, which is these little tiny transaction fees, shipping label companies. They got their fingers in a lot of pies. This is just another revenue tool. They're, multi-billion-dollar company. It's good cash flow, good capitalism, good smarts. But things that start out free never stay free. Please remember that. People will probably try out this service. They will probably try it out and see how it is. And when things start getting expensive, they'll stop using it. And if it gets too expensive. But eBay's smart. They'll probably keep it under that cusp. And for eventually, I bet you I wouldn't be surprised if they branch into doing slabs. Okay, after what happened with WADA and all the other companies out there, they see that there's a piece of the pie they can get into that won't cost that much if they've headhunted talent from other companies to do it. Very curious to see how this goes in the next 12 months, and I will keep you guys up to date as new information comes my way. Big shout out to the patrons and viewers on my live stream who passed this information along to me. I found it fascinating to read. You should read the frequently asked questions. It's very interesting. And tell me in the comment section or email me, is this a service you would use? Even if it's free right now, would you try it out to see for a high-graded card, you're going to send off some expensive card to get checked? Are you feeling it? Are you going to send a slab card, a raw card? I'd like to know. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is MTG Moxman, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Have a nachos and cheese day. Yeah, nachos and cheese. Big shout out to each and every one of the fantastic patrons on the channel who make everything happen. And remember, guys, if you're going to go buying some cards on TCG Player, I do have an affiliate link you can click on, and then I get a small little kickback for the channel to help us buy some cards here. Thanks again, everyone. Don't you hate at the end of the video? You're getting ready, I'm planning things, I got them, and I ran out of coffee. I hate that. You run out right at the end, you're like, oh, I gotta go get coffee now before I finish the video. But I didn't do it for you guys. No, you made it to the end. I stuck with you too. I pushed through, got the video finished the editing, and you know what? We're gonna use a Cliffhaven Sellsword. Cliffhaven Sellsword is going in the 10K box. Remember, you never know why that thing's important, but it's probably important. Guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. You guys have an awesome day today. Definitely have some nachos and cheese. I'm feeling it. Definitely feeling it. Jalapenos.